Elroy, is everything working again? I think I just saw your comment, part of it. We might be dropping a few frames here and there, but for the most part, it looks like it's trying to straighten itself back out. I don't know what happened there. My computer just like completely freaked out there and needed to be reset. All right, which option are we going with? Did we freeze again? Nope, it was just delay. Hey, all right, we can do that.
I'm afraid so. Those within the church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in number.
That's the church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Elfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
Oh, hang on a sec. I'm gonna go turn off my lights real quick. All right, I'm back. We're gonna.
Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
All right, which option should we go with here? Hey, all right.
I was born and raised in Garrick Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding. With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Elfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
There we go. Now we met Elfie. See, are we back at the abyssal? thing camp.
Cindered shadows. The rite of rising. Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I want to hear more about my parents, of course.
Ah, yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
All right, chat. Do we want to know more about our mother or more about what Geralt was like back in the past? All right, more about the mother.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book. Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Geralt and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back then, Geralt was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Geralt that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
Do we go with the outside world or frail? That's true. Violet does not know much about the mom. His or her mom. Option B. All right.
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it. I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
All right. So should we go with the Archbishop requested my service or I enjoy my work here? B. All right.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted. cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights. And perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And they wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Eldrick, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish, though again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
Alright, so should we go with the Chasm of the Bound or the Chalice of Beginnings? Option A? Alright.
I'd never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
Alright, so option A or option B? Chalice does sound a little more interesting, I agree. A?
It is a ritual that is believed to have the power to resurrect a life that was lost. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
Ah, yes! The Chalice of Legend! My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrett Mach's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
See here. Oh, we can run around the loading screen. I forgot about that. Can I jump? I can. I can jump.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the started creators restored. All right, Elroy, where'd I lose you at in my story I was telling you?
The Ashen Wolves got their name from the beasts who guard the Blue Sea Star. The Archbishop named the house herself, in fact. In spite of that, it seems she looks unfavorably upon our house of late. This saddens me greatly.
I've got a lot of time on my hands down here, so I've been venturing even deeper underground. This place is loaded with winding paths and blocked off tunnels. It's a real maze. Only a few folks even know how to operate the gate mechanisms and hidden passages.
Yeah, moving Byleth on the loading screen's pretty fun. Oh yeah, the personal struggles with the verses. Yeah, those were that's part of why I had the verses there. You know, a whole lot of reasons. And a friend I met in my college Bible studies gave me the idea to do this with the verses, helping people out who need them, and then also being a way that if somebody wants to come learn who Christ is or become a Christian or whatever it is, then maybe they can see those verses and try to figure out more who Christ is on their own or start going to church or talking with people. Because I don't want to be someone who sits here and seems like I'm just preaching to people, shoving stuff down their throat and everything else. And I know nobody wants that. So it's kind of there for a whole lot of other reasons. You know, it helps me, helps whoever needs to see it. In case somebody wants to come learn who Christ is or anything else, then that can be a way of introducing to them. And also, aside from the verses, that friend I talked to who gave me the idea for the channel and making those verses the foundation talked with me about uh, different things we could do with the channel. Like, let's say it gets bigger. What do I want to do if it gets big? Which I personally don't ever think it will, but you know, what do I want to do with it? And I was like, well, that's a good question there. But I think if I truly ever did get the channel bigger and with the mixed audience I have between the Nintendo intelligent systems and Star Wars, then maybe I could get these communities to come together and do something such as donations for charities, aid in the fight against things like sex trafficking, or help those who are abused, or maybe those who don't get Christmas presents on Christmas like some other people do. So, you know, now I did come up with these steps. Like now, right now, we're a little Let's Play channel. I have these verses. These verses are the foundation of my channel. They're always going to be there. But now we also have this bigger plan. Say, if we ever get the channel to grow, we can start doing donations and other things for sex trafficking or to aid in the fight against sex trafficking and helping those who are abused and. So that's pretty much how, you know, the channel came to be, why the verses are there, everything else. Which option did you want to go with, by the way? B? Okay. I like that option. I like
Just what I
exploring.
said. Things will shift without notice here, revealing hidden passages. Walls, floors, everything. Gotta stay sharp. Actually, I'll level with you. Yuri and Constance are much better at scoping out that kind of thing.
Okay. There's
I've
Ash.
only had the chance to speak with Elfric briefly, but he seems like a respectable man. It's obvious the whole town has a lot of affection for him. Kind of reminds me of Linato in that way.
Sounds like a good plan for the channel. Thank you, Elroy. Yeah, that's pretty much how it came to be. Something to keep me sane, something to try to help others. That was definitely a big part of it was helping others. I was someone who was bullied a lot throughout my life, even throughout high school, parts of college too. But there was a point in high school where actually I was part of my wrestling team as well as our football team. I was the only one who moved on to college sports. But sometimes the bullying got so bad that it didn't really stop until I became a state ranked wrestler and was known for taking on national wrestlers who are much bigger than I am, about 3 times my size, 5 times my strength. They were huge. But anyway, the bullying didn't really stop until people heard that I was state ranked and took on people like that and won some of those matches. But then it didn't really feel, I didn't feel like me. It felt more like in order to stop this bullying or whatever else was going around the school, I was hiding behind a fake smile while also almost having to become intimidating to these people, saying, hey, don't mess with me or you're going to regret it just because of my skill in a sport or fighting style, whatever, which I didn't like. But I also know that since I was someone growing up who hid behind that smile for such a long time, and I know there are those who are abused, bullied in schools, whatever, that also hide behind that smile, that maybe we could use this channel to try to help them or be somewhere where people can just get along together. But I also, for some of those people that are thinking even darker thoughts who have had to go through the bullying or abuse or anything else, such as even suicide, I'm hoping that by seeing things on the channel, by sharing some experiences while trying not to share too much, maybe, just maybe, we can help some of those people in this audience that we don't know about who are having these thoughts not go through with it.
Had a chance to poke your head in here, Professor? It's a fortune teller's room. Judging by all her mystical-looking doodads, I think she's the real deal, too. I wonder if she does matchmaking. Maybe she can help me sort through my countless suitors.
Oh, I'm sorry that you've also gone through that, Elroy. Yeah, bullying, it's not fun. And I really just, especially when I became this fighter that everybody enjoyed watching wrestling, anything else, I still didn't like the fact that a lot of the bullying that I had didn't really stop until somebody actually thought I was going to lay them out when they say tried messing with me in a locker room. We actually had an incident on my football team where some guys were a little childish and tried to do some things to me in the locker room. But when I caught them before they could do anything, I turned around with the fist, and this guy's friend stopped him from doing anything to me after he reminded him about my wrestling background and that I was state ranked, took on national champions, and beat them. And once everybody learned that, they stopped messing with me. And I was like, I don't want to be the person that has to go around and say, hey, don't mess with me or I'll beat you up because I was this, that, whatever. I just feel horrible and I don't want to become a bully just because of these things. That's sort of how it made me feel. I'm hoping, yeah, like I already said, by all this, maybe we can also relate to people who've been like that, or you never know who's in your audience. And relate to people who are having those darker thoughts, hiding behind that fake smile. That way they don't do anything they might be planning on doing.
Well, well, the Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the next Sovereign Duke. Must be exhausting trying to suss out each other's intentions, huh? Nah, we get along great. I mean, we kind of have no choice. A petty squabble could start an all-out war. And it doesn't take a fancy title to have a hidden agenda. Isn't that right, Yuri? Cheeky. And off base. What do you think, friend? Do you think I'm off plotting nefarious deeds?
Do we say yes, we think he's plotting, or no? Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. I just don't have a good way with my words. But yeah, exactly. Want to make this channel a safe place for people, especially those who need it. So, there's a whole lot of reasons. And that still, a lot of it goes back to those Bible verses. Option B, all right.
Not very perceptive, are we? Even so, that's a bit much, wouldn't you say? I do what I need to get by. Nothing more than that. As for the others, they've all got their own struggles. But they're nothing if not trustworthy.
Humbling yourself while promoting your friends. Gotta say, I don't hate this side of you.
Seems we're in mutual neutrality of one another. I like that you keep your cards close. We'll get along just fine, you and I.
Claude and Yuri with their scheming. I feel like that'd be an interesting support conversation to get into.
Pardon the odd question, but something has been bothering me for a while now. Your hair. Was it always that color?
That is an odd question. But yes, if you must know, it was a different color when I was a child. How could you know that? Is it possible that we met before the academy?
Which one should we choose, chat? I think Edelgard's hair color is definitely an interesting question that they bring up here, because I honestly don't know the reasoning why it happened. B? Alright.
It's a long story. Now is not the time or place.
Yes, of course. My apologies.
I really, really kind of wonder now. I mean, I still don't want the spoilers for it, but I can't wait to figure out
Professor,
why her hair changed like that. Thanks, Elroy, for not spoiling it.
Hey, you.
I think I beat one of Edelgard's routes before when I played this, but I don't really remember anything from it because it's been so long. Now, when I played Three Houses a year or so ago, I got really into it whenever I was playing it, but I definitely had those off and on periods where I wasn't able to play it all the time. So I either really got into it and just could not put the game down, and then whenever I wasn't playing, I just was not playing for a long, long time. So there's a lot I don't remember from this game.
For folks who've lost their homes on the surface, Abyss is all they've got. The place used to be nothing more than a den of criminals who did whatever they pleased. Now, we got Elfric to keep an eye on things. He understands that keeping people fed's the way to keep them calm.
Happy.
You've only been on the job a few moons, huh? No wonder you don't come off as a mindless church flunky. Plus, you don't flap your trap all the time. I appreciate that. I hope you never change, no matter how many years you spend with the annoying people up there.
Thank you, Happy.
Hey. Don't suppose you're here for a drink, huh? They aren't any better, I'll tell you right now. Maybe folks down here wouldn't be so awful if they could get their hands on something worth tasting. Who am I kidding? Nobles are just as bad.
I don't know why I thought there was a library down here in Abyss. Unless I'm just running past it.
Professor.
Oh, wait, here it is. That's sort of what I did, is I tried Edelgard's routes. I know there's two routes for her. I don't remember exactly how you get them. I think you have to time some things right on the calendar when you're talking to her. So I remember you have to do something like that. But I just don't remember much about the routes themselves because it's been so long and because I had to take those breaks in between playing things. So I guess you could say this is my sort of blind but not really first playthrough of Three Houses, and I never played Demetrius route, so that one, whenever I play it for you guys, will actually all just be theater reaction, everything else, because I've never played that one yet. And Claude's, I think I played it maybe up to the time skip. I can't remember for sure, but I still don't remember anything about Claude's either.
Four apostles. God, this is killing me. I'm on the verge of remembering something. I can't shake the feeling that one of their names is also a food or something.
The records should be here some. Oh, hello, Professor. It's good that you've come. I realized that I missed an opportunity to congratulate myself on my military achievements. But now that you're here, I have an audience for it. Indulge me, won't you? Oh, behold, the proof that the utmost honor in combat belongs to none other than I, Constance von Nouvelle. What a relief to get that off my chest. Now, where did Alfred get to? I must have words with him.
Constance is an interesting character.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The bandit sightings have stopped, for now. I still won't let my guard down, though. What else? Notice how everyone's in high spirits? Know why? I do. It's because Master Elfric is here. He's real special, that one. He saved my life, and lots of others here, too. He's earned some hero worship.
There's a few requirements for the split path choice. Yeah, I do. I remember that there was a few of them. I just can't remember too much of them. I remember one of the times you talked to Edelgard before she goes back to her kingdom to talk with her father. You like have to meet her on that certain day or something like that in the cathedral, not the cathedral, but around where the plaza's at, kind of in that general area.
Hey, you. There was a time when I did much fighting. Then I was captured. Then I escaped. My home is far away now. My mother is waiting for me. But returning is far away. I worry that I will be here until I am very old.
Now that one where the story splits and you get to choose whether you stay with Edelgard or not. I think the route I beat for that one was the one where you fight Edelgard, but I don't think I ever completed the route where you side with her.
What do you require? Farewell.
Thank you, sir,
Welcome.
for replenishing my battalions. Hilda really appreciates that too. Oop, I don't want to sell there. Let's sell the bullion.
Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks.
It looks so weird when you look at someone's inventory here and you don't see any weapons whenever it's like a mage. You only see healing items. I'm so used to the older games where like there has to be a weapon there or they can't fight at all. So it's weird for me switching back and forth between the games sometimes.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
Oh, we got a Venenex here.
Come back soon.
Okay, wait. Do you have anything for me to buy special that I want? See here. Oh, you have a few killing edges again. An armor slayer. Armor slayer, actually.
Many thanks.
Oh, so it's Silver Snow that I finished? Okay. That's good to know. I think I'll still play Silver Snow again, just because I don't really remember much from it. Maybe we'll keep doing Three Houses live streams, and that's how we'll beat Three Houses for you guys. We'll just do it on live streams. That way we can focus on the Star Wars and the Telia series on my recordings. Should we go into another battle? Do you think you have time for one more? Wow, I really like this walking animation here. It is. I agree with you. It's just, it's interesting seeing. Yeah, I couldn't put it in a better way. It is interesting seeing enemies with that basically empty inventory, or not enemies, your units with your basically empty inventories, even though they still have weapons in a way. You got time? All right, we can do it then.
Abyss is a sprawling place. Some houses, like mine, are actually quite far from the center of town. What brings me all the way here, then, you ask? I came to see Elfric. Even a glimpse of him is said to bring good luck.
All right, let me check our weapons real quick before we head out. I think we're good, but I don't want anything just like breaking on me. Maybe we should give Yuri a killing edge. Okay. I think I want to go buy 2 killing edges real quick.
Welcome.
Because I want to give Yuri one. And then I think I want to get one for Byleth. Because, you know, Byleth is just going absolutely crazy over here. She is destroying everything.
Many thanks.
Let's see, does Hilda need anything? Actually, I think I want to give Hilda a bow. I feel like it's going to be a mistake giving her a bow. But I feel like I want to give her a bow to try to help her out with her range. Oh, wait, never mind. She's got a hand axe. Yeah, that was probably a waste. But it's okay. You know, we'll probably get more bullions eventually. Actually, I think... Now, Byleth is the hard part. Because I love that Sword of the Creator. Oh, never mind. She's got 11 sword. Won't have to worry about a bow for her. I think we'll give Yuri a bow, though. Just to help him out a little bit.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
Yeah, really bizarre. I keep scrolling past Happy and Constance, and I'm like, wait, I need to get them a weapon. I think that's good. Yeah,
Come back soon.
we'll live with that.
Don't annoy Happy or make her feel disappointed. You mustn't. Not ever, okay?
Sometimes Elfric gives out candy. Stick close by him, and you might get some too. But save a little for me, okay?
Okay, I'll give you my candy. Just kidding, all the candy's for me. Tasty candy. Well, actually, it depends on what kind of candy it is.
The answer is no. I will not allow it. It is far too dangerous.
Ah, but if we can determine its origin, we may eliminate the very danger that vexes you.
You already know this, but there are plenty of folks down here who can't defend themselves. If these attacks keep up, eventually they'll find themselves in harm's way.
Yes, I am aware. However, for the time being, you must promise to refrain from acting recklessly. My dear Fluck has suffered enough as it is. You needn't take any further risks.
Surprisingly overbearing, isn't he? He must really care about you guys.
Most certainly. Yet, if we fail to nip this problem in the bud, I shudder to think what will transpire. Aha! It's you! In the nick of time, as it were. Come, let us venture into the deep, deep underground. The chalice of legend awaits!
Alright, guys, which one should we pick? We're going underground or the chalice? Hey? Okay.
But of course, deeper and deeper still beneath the monastery, to the chasm of the bound.
Coco, you didn't hear a word Elfie said, did you?
I surely did, but we must read between the lines. Elfric wants a solution as badly as we do. And so, we shall seek out the Chalice of Beginnings and present it to the church. If our enemies desire the object, this should halt all future attacks on Abyss. Brilliant, no?
I'm not so sure about that. According to legend, there's some kind of binding that protects it from would-be thieves. Even if we find it, we can't just walk up and take it unless we figure out how to break that thing.
Ah, but that is simplicity itself. We shall first ascertain whether it is still bound, and then we shall release it.
But where is this chasm anyway? I've never even heard of the place, much less seen it.
As luck would have it, I have discovered yet another secret passage. It appears to go deep underground. According to my superior instincts, it undoubtedly leads to the chasm of the bound.
Huh. I suppose it's worth a look. I don't care about finding some old cup, but if it could help us protect Abyss, I'll support the cause.
You surface dwellers do not have anything else to do at present, do you? You'll assist us, will you not?
Which one should we do, chat? We'll go with you, or we're busy. B?
I don't have anything scheduled before my next nap, so I guess that's fine. Edelgard doesn't look too thrilled, though.
Splendid! It is decided. We leave at once.
Feeling pretty lost right now. How long have we been walking? I'm guessing a full week.
A week? Ridiculous. It's been a few hours at most.
Exaggerations aside, if this takes much longer, I'm concerned about our lack of food and water.
She's got a point. How about we trek a bit farther, and if we don't find anything, we turn back?
Constance, I find it rather curious how quickly you became fixated on the chalice. Care to explain?
Oh, no. Why would I be fixated on a silly little legend for some supposed ulterior motive?
You want the esteem. You think this will convince the church to help you restore your fallen house.
How could you possibly know that? Have you been snooping within the confines of my very mind?
I shall restore House Nouvelle to its former glory at all costs. It's practically your catchphrase.
Just as I suspected. Constance is the former lady of House Nouvelle.
Alright, shall we say you know House Nouvelle, or what is House Nouvelle? Hey? Alright, that sounds good.
Until just a few years ago, it was a house of Viscounts in the west of the Empire. They had a long and distinguished history.
House Nouvelle lost its status 5 years ago, as a result of their part in the war.
Huh. You speak as though it has nothing to do with you.
I fear all I can do is ask forgiveness in place of my useless father. If doing so will comfort you in any way, then please accept my...
Save your breath. That will not be necessary. There is only one thing that I desire. For the sake of my parents, who fell courageously and selflessly in defense of the Empire. For them, I shall restore our status, revive House Nouvelle, and return it to its former glory. All that I do, even spending each day advancing my magical prowess, is to that end.
And in reward for all that hard work, you were forced to live underground. Life's cruel. It's like you took a shortcut back to the starting line. Or maybe you're just unlucky.
What are you saying? I never intended to share that side of me with you.
Look at that. It's a good thing we didn't turn back. That looks mighty chasm-like if you ask me.
Say, are we beneath the bridge in the monastery? Incredible.
Huh. I never thought I'd be gazing up at that bridge we've crossed 1,000 times from way, way down below. Are we sure this is the right place?
It is, I think. I believe. I hope.
Constance, why are you hiding in the shade? Aren't you the one who insisted that we find the chalice?
Fine. If you insist that I join you, then I shall. Satisfied? Oh my. I was quite rude just now. Please accept my humble apologies for treating you so foully. I presume too much to stand beside such noble paragons. Allow me to dig a hole to bury myself in.
No matter how deep underground we are, I guess sunlight is still sunlight. Poor Constance.
That was interesting. Which option should we choose, chat? B? Okay.
This is what Coco's like in the sun. That's why she lives underground.
I fear I cannot guarantee that this is the chasm of the bound. I have almost surely wasted our time.
Enough with the self-doubt, yeah? Just put one foot in front of the other. We'll have you back in the shadows before you know it.
Cheer up, Coco. We need you.
And now I have forced you into a state of pity. I feel so very worthless.
I admit, I have never seen anything quite like this before. Is there nothing we can do to help?
Happy? Keep Constance moving. If we don't start searching, we'll never find that damn chalice.
Fine, I'll just push her a bit, I guess.
I must ask you to cease. You shall soil your hands upon my filthy back. No soap could possibly... Huh? This feeling. I sense magic in the air. There is something just ahead. The binding spell, perhaps.
I don't feel anything at all. Wait. Actually, I hear something. Something big. And it's moving.
Perhaps there is something in place that is guarding the chalice.
Yikes. What is that thing? It's like some kind of gigantic toy. I don't have the slightest idea what's going on, but I know it doesn't bode well.
I don't know, could be fun. It's been a while since I've met an enemy that can put up a good fight. Hey you! Meet your master, pal. I'm gonna pummel you into my own personal shield.
It kind of reminds me of Fallen Edelgard. Although I do have to ask, please don't spoil anything regarding Fallen Edelgard, aside from what Heroes has already spoiled for me, because I honestly didn't know Edelgard would take a weird form like that until she came out in Heroes, and that part was kind of spoiled. Alright, I think we'll bring everyone again. Our defeat condition. Byleth falls in battle. It's okay, because, you know, Byleth is just amazing, and we're going to have her destroy everything for us. I'm going to guess all of these droppable items are Booleans. Oh, that's not. There we go. You have a bell break key? What? Now, I don't remember this map. I could I'm really showing you guys how long it's been since I played Three Houses, because I don't really remember this map. This key says it activates magically bound statues. That might be kind of interesting, actually. Oh, wait. This probably activates whatever this thing is. Steel device that requires the spell. Okay. That's a really straightforward explanation. Okay, so how do I want to handle this? You, I think, have 3 health bars effectively. So do you. Okay. This might be really interesting for us. I think Happy does a lot of damage to them, though, if I remember correctly. Yeah, in regards to Fallen Aelgard, that's right. Like, they released Fallen Aelgard in Heroes, I feel like so close to a point in Three Houses where they probably should have waited another year or so until they released her, because that just spoiled parts of Three Houses for so many people, myself included. Because I didn't know Edelgard would turn into that kind of a monster. Well, actually, I think I want Happy and Constance on one side, because I feel like they're going to do a lot of damage to these things. What are these things called? Golems. Okay. I think we're good, because we can always use Yuri for foul play if we need it. Let's save here real quick, just in case we die on the live stream.
What's the deal? No matter how many we squash, more just take their place.
If those things were created to protect the chalice, there must be a way to deactivate them.
If I may presume to offer my opinion, the statues may warrant scrutiny.
There must be a way to activate those things. I bet they require some type of key.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to check Hilda's skills.
Sacred place? Sounds like the chasm of the bound, all right.
I think I might have found the key. That thing over there is carrying it around.
Actually, does Yuri have like a lock touch kind, or not a lock touch, but a stealing kind of skill? I don't think lock touch lets us steal things. Oh yes, what route does Fatal Guard appearance? That way, I at least have an idea.
Yep.
I feel like it's going to be Dimitri's route. Okay.
I will prevail.
Edelgard can't quite reach, but Constance can. Constance is awesome. Bolting. Yeah, that works. Or fireworks, sorry. Blue Lions, was your moon route? Yeah, it sounds right. Because I remember Dimitri saying something about how Aelgards fell, whatever, in Heroes. So that makes sense. That it would be Dimitri's route. I think that might be the first time we've seen Dimitri dodge tonight. Okay, so I want to take Yuri. Ooh, let's get a. Do I want Byleth over there? Or do I want Fatal Guard? Or not Fatal Guard, Edelgard over there? I think we want Byleth over there. I feel like she's going to do more to that thing than Edelgard. Now, if I remember correctly, if you destroy all of these golden little tiles right here around the beasts, don't you get like a bullion or some sort of reward for it? I think we'll use this sculpture. Now you're going to attack Byleth, which is exactly what I want you to do, actually. Then we're going to have Edelgard come down this way.
Ready and willing.
We're going to have Claude come down this way.
I'll give it my all.
Don't remember exactly. Just know that they get stunned and are easier to hit. Okay. I couldn't remember if they gave you a reward or not. For some reason, I felt like I could remember something in the story whenever you go back and visit the Valley of Shadows or whatever. Whenever Byleth gets trapped by all those beasts, I remember them saying something like you can get rewards or something for doing that. But I don't know. Please tell me, I just killed Happy. Actually, it should be casual you. Because, you know, you're on casual mode. Get it? We get the puns, chat? Although they're terrible. Okay, there was a quest for it, okay. At least I'm not crazy. Maybe it was just in that quest or something, I don't know. I remember that there was like a really easy way of destroying them by using your gambits or something. Here we go. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Let's use Dimitri, actually. Bring him over here, have him use his gambit.
Try to play my part.
It's our chance to prevail.
Oh, it did. It gave us forging materials. Okay. Good to remember, or good to know, I guess. 'Cause I didn't really remember it. Alright, I think I want Hill to destroy this thing.
I think, yeah, I'm definitely tougher.
Okay. I want to use Violet over here.
No hesitation.
Yeah, Violet is just going off with those criticals
Should I have
tonight.
held back?
Amazing.
Okay, let's take you over here first. Move Baltus. Oh wait, never mind. Baltus can actually heal people. Let's have Baltus heal. Does anybody else need healing? Besides, yeah, Constance does, but how much? Oh, never mind. I don't know why that title looks green. Probably because she's in a bush. Let's heal Byleth.
Much needed.
Okay.
Well done.
Oh, I moved Byleth. I wasn't even paying attention that I already moved her. Oh, mini bows can attack in melee range. That I did not know. Can all bows attack at like melee range, or is it just like mini bows kind of thing? Thick will. Does that beast have anything that I'm interested in? No. So we'll leave you there unless you try to move and kill me. Combat arts. Foul play. Get Ash over there. Okay. Just the mini bow? Okay.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Okay, let's take Constance maybe. Bring her over here, because dark fires are pretty awesome. Whoop. Not right next to him. Let's go hide in this tree or... Yeah, the tree over here. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter when Claude has close counter. It'll guard.
A great help.
Okay, let's bring you down here. Really close, but not quite there. You do anything with your gambit or your sword? No, and I don't think I want to use... Well, let's get the crit. Nope. Never mind. Okay, we'll bring Hilda down here. You know what? I did give Hilda a bow. Whoa. That's a lot of damage with her bow. But again, it is Hilda.
I put in some work.
Thank you.
What class is Palsys? A war monk, okay. I was gonna say, I remember it being a war something where he's able to heal and use axes. See, does anybody really need heat? No, not really. Now we're going to foul play Byleth again. Hilda is quite ridiculously strong. Yes, she is. Isn't she like the one of the most broken units in the game or something like that? Ruptured Heaven, Sword Creator, or Sword of the Creator. You know what? I think we're just gonna wait there, but we will have the Sword of the Creator equipped, so it looks like it's doing the most damage right now. I think I want to hold off on the physic usage. So if I make Hilda a Wyvern Lord, she'll basically just like destroy everything. Okay, that's good to know. Speaking of Wyvern Lords, I'm not sure how I feel about their class design. When Hilda promotes to a Wyvern Lord after her time skip, will she be able to keep her monastery clothes on when she becomes that Wyvern Lord, or will she be forced to wear the Wyvern Lord uniform since she's a mounted unit? Okay. I think I want to bring constant, but these ranges can be hard to see with the trees right here. I think that's the range right there, though. Okay, so yeah, right there's about the range. So we're gonna bring Constance down here, as well as Claude. Okay, that's what I thought. 'Cause I remember something that, like, when you change it from the monastery outfits and the actual class outfits, that some classes actually won't let you wear the monastery outfit. Unless I'm remembering that wrong. That's good to know that I might make Hilda Wyvern Lord. I feel like that's one of the biggest options or reasons why I might not choose certain classes in this game sometimes It's just because of the outfits. Like Great Knight. Now I know Great Knight you can wear the monastery clothes, but in this game for the Great Knight, I've never really liked their design choice for it. Sorry guys, I just realized I was dropping some frames there. I reset the frame rates for you.
Well done.
Alright, so we're going to take Edelgard, whoops, over here. I think we want to destroy this thing. Oh, and Violet is in range. Let's move her one tile back. I really hope that area of effect damage does not move when it moves. Oh yeah, if Hilda's able to keep her like regular monastery outfit when she becomes a Wyvern Lord, I'll definitely like just make her become a Wyvern Lord and then solo the game. And isn't it possible to actually have Hilda join some of the other parties? But you have to have like some crazy requirements that you have to meet. Yeah, I think I want to keep you guys back there in case I need you. Sorry about that, guys. We might have to finish this mission in a hurry and then do our stuff at Abyss. Because we just keep seeming to drop rates. I refreshed it again for you. Let me know if it's starting to slow down. Yeah, that's what I thought, is that Hilda can join every route except for the Crimson Flower route. Because if you join Edelgard, then you're fighting against everyone else. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm checking frame rate data and everything else. That way it stops slowing down for you guys. See, let me close out the apps real quick. Here we go. That should help it a little bit. Reset that. There we go. It looks like we're starting to work again. Need to do one more thing really quick. Well, that seems to be why we're dropping frame rates and stuff. I just had some family members get home. Alright. I think we got it now. I just had some family members get home, so we might have to finish this map and do some things in Abyss. And then we might have to get off, otherwise it might keep lagging if we keep trying to go more rounds after this. But I'm trying to make sure we're fine first. Alright, I think we're finally up now after trying to fix stuff for whatever time number I'm on. I think we're good now. So we're going to finish this map, and then we're going to finish stuff in Abyss, and then I think we'll have to go. Because I have like 4 or 5 people in the house now all trying to take up the internet. Seems stable for now. Alright, Elroy, well, let me know if it starts lagging. And if it does, we can always battle save and come back to it in another live stream. Or suspend it, I guess. Because there is no battle save. Alright, let's see. If it starts dropping again, let me know. Alright, let's go over here and heal Edelgard. Alright. Gambit.
We're at your side. We've got to try.
Good. What? Are here.
We'll cover you. I've got an ace up my sleeve.
There were some frame drops there. Alright. Well, then I think we're going to battle save and end the stream here. And then we could stream again either tomorrow or next weekend and resume from where we left off for you guys. Does that sound good, chat? Okay. I think we'll do that. That sounds like a plan. I'll try to stream it sometime tomorrow, whatever time works best for you guys. You can always let me know either through DMs if you have Twitter, or I'll put in my email in my channel description for links you guys can click on if you want to email me for times what works best for you. But I'll try to start the stream maybe around the same time tomorrow as I did today. For those of you watching my Tellius playthroughs too, I'll try to get a video up for you guys sometime soon. We are coming up on our 100th video, so I want to try to make a video special for that one. And then right after that, I'll resume our Tellius playthroughs because I know I got to catch up on those. I will also be posting the live streams once I edit them together in a live stream section and a playlist that you guys can find on the channel. I'll also be putting it on the main channel page down below the Tellius playthroughs. Alright, chat. Well, it was good talking with you guys. Good seeing you. Remember to look out for my email. I'll be posting that in my about section of my channel in case you guys want to contact me that way. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.